And thank you for joining us. Fewer than half of all Wisconsin students are performing proficient or better in state standardized exams.
Marshall Public Schools ranked the lowest out of schools in Dane County, particularly when it came to the Wisconsin Forward exam. Jamie Perez spoke with the superintendent of Marshall Public Schools and shares his thoughts on these results. Jamie?
So standardized testing is just one measure of student success, but it is an important one. Now, there are a lot of reasons why scores may be so low in this study. Things like a lack of student engagement, socioeconomic factors, racial disparities, low teacher success rates, and so forth. For Marshall Public Schools, it may be a combination of all of that, but what many people want to know is how are they going to fix this problem going forward?
What are we going to do?
After finding out Marshall Public Schools were the lowest performing amongst all the Dane County schools for the Wisconsin Forward exam, Superintendent Dan Grady was disheartened.
We are not happy with all of our results.
It's his first year as superintendent, and he has a lot of work ahead of him.
There are concerns, and that's where we're going to focus this year.
Concerns like failing programs and teaching tactics, amongst other things that are reflected in the data.
It is showing.
If the problem is the lack of student engagement, here's the advice that Dan gives.
Do your very best, and we're here to support you, and we'll provide the training and the supervision to give the very best day for every kid every day at Marshall Schools.
If you're a parent concerned about these numbers,
the teachers are working hard. I would never say that our students are at fault or broken in any way, but yet it would be the adult's job to bring out each child's best.
And if you're a teacher,
expect everyone to do their best and to be transparent.
Because no matter what subjects students are not doing well in, he knows they need to change something.
When we look at the data, we know that we have to do better in those areas.
But at Marshall Public Schools, Dan also says test scores shouldn't be the only measure of success.
There's so much more than test scores. You know, look at safety, look at attendance. You know, look at things that are going to create and help grow healthy children. And I truly believe that Marshall Public Schools is a great place to raise kids.
Despite these other measures of whether Marshall schools are doing well, he knows at this point, with these test scores, they can only go up.
We're striving to do a better job.
Dan added the school will be sending out surveys to ask community members how they can improve as a district overall. And I just want to point out this study was not just about Marshall schools. This was a measure of all schools across Wisconsin for the Wisconsin Forward exam as well as the ACT exams. So how did your students do? Well, for a full list of schools, grades, counties, and percentages, you can find that on our website.
Thank you very much, Jamie.